Hi, Design Mate. Welcome to Juniper. So we are at Juniper. We are a contemporary lighting design and manufacturing business. We established here in 2011. We are right now in Industry City, which is about 6.5 million square feet of maker space, industrial, retail space. So we established here and we do our own designs. We engineer them and then we manufacture them using different vendors in Brooklyn, in the United States, and overseas. So as I said, we do here primarily assembly. We're about 5,000 square feet and we have our assembly station here, our inventory, manufactured. This is one of our most popular lines, which I'll show you a little bit later, but coming together. It's incredibly thin profile. It's all made out of brass.
Brass, like the main material that you use?
Yes, we do use some aluminum, a little bit of steel, but I would say the vast majority of what we do is in brass. Because brass is easy to work with, it's easy to machine, has a sort of a high quality finish and feel to it. You know, it's a preferred material for high-end lighting. Today we have just various things I could show you. Another lamp that we have that is called the shared task lamp, and a couple of these essentially get inserted into the desk, and then you have that same thin light tube that ultimately gets inserted in here, and you can rotate this, and it acts as a kind of a very contemporary library lamp. Mm-hmm. Okay, so for offices and so on. Right now our biggest market is offices, tech offices, and something called co-working spaces. And today we do almost exclusively architectural lighting. Within architectural lighting, our focus is on system-based lighting, so that products that can be expanded into various different functions, into different sizes, by putting parts together, rather than creating full new custom fixtures. So here I could show you, so here we're just doing some quality control and testing of one of our most popular products, but I could show you just here, these are just kind of finished, they came off the production line, and this is our thin floor lamp. Mm-hmm. From my father. Yeah. He was in the lighting industry, yeah. So I put them up there just kind of as a reminder of what he used to do and kind of where I learned a little bit about lighting, although what we do is entirely different as a product line. When I went to college, I studied economics, and then I went into banking, and that's why I came to New York from Canada, and I practiced finance and banking, and investment banking in particular, for almost 15 years. And then I left that to just start a business. I thought I'd give myself a couple of years. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I thought maybe a bakery, maybe something else. But ultimately, there was a great opportunity to use what I'd learned from the family business and to come up with a new concept here in New York. So I kind of keep those up there as a reminder. This is our showroom and office. Here's where we keep some of our lighting. This would be the part of the thin system collection, and this is one of our best-selling products, and uses as a vanity light, so in bathroom settings and so on. And so as you can see, the lights can rotate because it's all connected magnetically. In contrast, this is a very high-powered system that we have. This is called our Metropolis. This also comes in a suspended version, and a couple other variations. And this is our ground control. And the ground control is a really luxury interpretation of dimmers and desktop accessories, such as you charging your cell phone or plugging in your laptop. But over here, this is the axis. Solid bronze material, and it's made out of extrusions. So just a custom, it's actually a pretty standard extrusion of brass. So that because this is an extrusion, it can be in any length, and everything in this product is designed to be able to expand I mean, just about any length that you wanted on a custom basis. We do them obviously in various sizes.
What was the most interesting customization project that you ever had?
We've done some pretty crazy things, but there is this light fixture that we have that essentially goes from wall to wall and attaches to the walls and has all of these light segments perpendicular to that.
Is it in New York?
Yeah, it's in that trading floor that I mentioned, and it's also installed in San Francisco. And actually, we just got an order today for another 4 units. So it's a really growing product line for us because it's something that no one really has, and as a virtue, it's doing incredibly well. This is the original light that we developed that started this whole product line with all the thin lights that we call them. The designer is Peter Bristol, and he's actually the head industrial designer at Facebook, which bears no relation to what we do, but it is interesting that he has obviously a very, forward-thinking way when it comes to design. He's designed devices for Microsoft and so on. And so some of that technology thinking has come into our product while we as Juniper brought in the old materials and some of the accents and references to the old world. So here, you can, of course, it closes up like everything else, and you could put it away on your desk or just fully open it up or extend it. And it has a lot of moving features to it. So this was our first product, and from that, I think the entire company, a horizontal version, a suspended version of the axis fixture. Again, you can see all the different things you can do with it. While over there, we have it on 4 lights and made out of wood instead of brass, and in a vertical suspension. So you can see how everything can be transposed and moved and so on.
Just have a couple of forms that you recollect.
And speaking about crazy things, this is our thin chandelier.
Yeah.
And each one of these arms has 2 moving points that can be moved around to create any type of shape. And so it's the same fixture you could put in your house or in a space. And if you get bored of the way it looks, you move it around. You can make it into a spider on Halloween or for whatever reason. And you can create essentially any type of model. You can also turn it into a diamond on the bottom. For a designer, that's actually really important because they're able to really customize on the fly, in the moment, while the pressure of having to decide everything months in advance without being in a space or seeing a space is actually a great benefit. Fast-growing team. The business has really started to grow significantly in the last couple of years. We're now at 20 people. We have about 3 or 4 open positions that we're actively hiring right now. So we expect the team by the end of the year should be about 24 to 25 people.
How big is your presence around the world?
So we actually have a pretty big presence. We sell from everywhere across the United States, Canada, Europe, Asia, Australia, New Zealand. We're actually in an excellent gallery in St. Petersburg, I believe. We want to grow further in Europe, and we'll be doing Luce in Milan in 2019, so the upcoming year, which would be a big move for us and a big step to try to grow that market.
Would you call yourself like a global brand or modern American brand?
I think it's a good question. I mean, we're an American company. We take cues from all over the place, but the United States, and we work with designers from the US, but also Europe. Some of our David Irwin from the UK is one of our prominent designers, and we just started a collaboration with a very important Italian designer, which will be showing that product. I can't disclose, but we'll be showing that product in Milan in the coming several months.